Well, hello there, Capricorn. It is so good to see you. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing a special Christmas message, asking Spirit what special information or blessing that you are wanting or needing at this time. We'll take a look at the overall energies, and then we'll go to the Tarot for some more details on a blessing that's coming your way and any obstacles that might be preventing it from coming in. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what we have here. And Spirit, time to collaborate. And faraway places, get ready for new horizons. Okay, I feel like some of you have a big change coming up, or an opportunity to have a big change, perhaps to move or to visit foreign lands, or just travel in some way. But out of this, there is a sense that either on your voyage or in your move, you're going to meet new people that are more in alignment with who you are or who you are becoming. You could have noticed that in your life, you're just not feeling as connected perhaps to the people in your life. It's interesting. They have, jigsaw puzzle pieces here. So it's kind of like perhaps feeling a little bit disconnected. You see how the jigsaw puzzle pieces are unattached to each other. It's a sense that you're recognizing, oh, this group of people, or even at work or in your family or your friends sector. It's kind of like, yeah, they're not. I'm not feeling that connection like I used to feel. And there's a sense here. It's time for new people. There's new places that will bring in new people. Capricorn, I know you're a sign that does not like change, but sometimes it is good to change it up, just to see what else can come in. You have 10 of Cups on the bottom. That is what you're really trying to strive for in your life. How can you bring in this 10 of Cups? How can you bring in a sense of not being disconnected, maybe even disconnected to your work? It could be disconnected to your life. You just feel like I'm going through the routine, right? But I'm not truly enjoying anything. It's just a sense, it says time to collaborate. I think it's more of a sense of reconnecting to you, to your work, to your life, to your friends, your family. Yeah, you're definitely ending. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. And it's Capricorn season. Happy birthday, Capricorn. Yeah, I feel like you're realizing, oh my goodness, you have 3 sevens. Very spiritual. I think what you're realizing is that you have put a lot of time and energy, okay, into, it's kind of a sense of reassessing here at the end of the year, around your birthday, but also putting some time into understanding how you may have sabotaged yourself by not looking at other options. Okay, so kind of being stuck of going in one direction, or thinking your life needs to move in one direction, or having a belief that life needs to look a certain way. And now it's kind of like, wait a minute, it could be different. You may feel like, oh, I have to live in my hometown because I have to be close to my family members or something, because that's what everybody in your family does. But now all of a sudden you're realizing, well, I could always get on a plane and go visit them. I don't have to live in the same town. I can still, with the internet and the cell phones and everything else, you're kind of like, I could still talk to them every day, but I could live somewhere where I really and truly want to live. Same thing with your job. It's kind of like, I feel like maybe you've been stuck in the same job for some time, not really being open to looking at other options, or maybe you've looked at other options, but you haven't acted on any other options. It's kind of like tapping into your 7th chakra, your crown chakra. What is going to bring me this 10 of Cups? And then taking action, understanding that if we sit on the couch, right, and just think about what it is that we want, but we don't take any action, well, then nothing's going to happen. You know, that it's not just about talking about it or thinking about it or, you know, checking out other options, right? So I get on the internet and I look at other jobs that I could possibly take or other places that I could possibly move to. But then I don't send out my resume, or I don't actually go visit some of the other places that I could live. It's kind of like, okay, well, can it just happen? It's kind of like you want to snap your fingers and it just happens. But you do have to take action. So I think that you're really taking some time to look at your life right now. As we're stepping into the new year, you know, really, where are you? You know, taking time to reassess with the Seven of Pentacles. Where are you? Really taking a look at what it is that you want for yourself, not just in 2023, but on down the line. And then asking yourself, okay, how far am I from that, right? And perhaps asking yourself, why haven't I made choices before? I feel like for some of you, you're going to notice that the gap between what you want and where you are, okay, is really not that big, but you haven't taken any action to make any changes. And I really think that there is something about stopping and asking yourself why. What is preventing you from making the changes in your life? And then asking yourself, are you making the decision to stay where you are because it feels safer than making a change to do something different, right? You're staying somewhere that's familiar, even if you feel very disconnected to it, right? That isn't really bringing you any happiness, is something that really kind of kills our joy for life, right? We get into that, just get up, go through the day, go to bed. I think what you're doing here is recognizing, you know, reassessing your life. What's bringing you joy and what isn't? You know, and then taking action. It's about, okay, I have to end this type of thinking, this belief system, this fear that I have about moving forward. I have to allow myself to walk away, to end one chapter in my life, one relationship, one job, one, you know, habit, one belief that I have about the world, and be able to walk away from it. And that, you know, walking away is an actual action, right? It's not about, you know, sitting on the couch and talking about quitting your job or leaving a relationship. It's actually getting up off the couch and, you know, walking. Yeah, because you have the Ace of Pentacles. You have an opportunity coming your way. It's kind of like, are you willing to take the opportunity, to take action on this? Yeah, I think you're thinking about it. There's something from childhood that's holding you back. With it, you know, this is some belief that you maybe have had from childhood that the universe, your spirit guides, your soul is calling you to revisit. How does that belief system, right? How is that holding you in place, in a place? It could be even a physical place, right? How is that holding you there instead of allowing yourself to go take, you know, advantage of an opportunity coming onto your path? I think for some of you, it could have to do with family, you know, just kind of not wanting to make a change because of family or of family beliefs or values, or, you know, worried about what your family would think. In the end, what is it that you want? You know, stepping into that energy of the rest will fall into place. As long as I'm following my heart, the rest will fall into place. It's almost like you're trying to make other people in your family, it's an energy of trying to make other people in your life, perhaps in your family, happy, right? Spinning those plates, but not having any energy left at the end of the day to spin the plate you would really like to spin. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm spinning these plates trying to keep people in my life happy. What are you afraid of? If you drop those plates, or if you say, I'm not spinning that plate anymore, you can spin your own plate, right? Because we're only in charge of our own happiness, allowing other people to be in charge of their happiness. What makes you happy? You know, what makes you happy, not the people necessarily in your life happy. They're in charge of their happiness. You're only in charge of your own happiness. I think you're focusing a little bit perhaps on other people's happiness rather than your own happiness, because it's scarier when we put ourselves in charge of our own happiness. It is very scary, because then all of a sudden we're redirecting our energy onto us. It makes us have to get up off the couch, right? And take action towards building the life that we want. Yeah, so it's, I also want to say that you have 3 of the chakras showing here. You have the first chakra, which is the root chakra, the 7th chakra, your crown chakra, and you also have the throat chakra. Now, the throat chakra is part of your obstacle, your area of resistance. You're having trouble, okay, expressing what it is that you don't want in your life, right? And I think that this comes from, you know, you could be even complaining about people or situations, your job or something like that. But it's kind of like you're complaining about, but you're not taking action on it, right? So there's also this sense of, you know, recognizing what it is that you perhaps are complaining about, right? If you're complaining about it, why aren't you making a change? Asking yourself that. And then if it's kind of like, well, I don't know, I just got into the habit of complaining about it. Okay, well, why did you get in the habit of complaining about it? Going down that rabbit hole, trying to figure out, is this a job that I really am connected to? Or is there something else that I want for myself, you know? Because part of it is that you're not stepping, Maggie is snoring. You're not stepping into your own independence. It's almost as if you could be spinning all of these plates trying to keep other people happy because you're fearful, okay? Because we have the first chakra here. This is about safety and security. So you could be spinning a lot of plates trying to keep a lot of other people in your life happy because you feel like if you don't have those people in your life, you're not going to be safe and secure, right? Like, so if your family, like you're spinning the plates, keeping everybody in your family happy, then if you stop spinning their plates and start spinning your own plate, right? Concentrating on your own happiness and dreams, right? Then there could be some people in your life that say, oh, well, I'm out of here, Capricorn, right? And it's kind of like, well, I don't want that to happen. I don't want people to leave my life because my safety and security is wrapped up into having them in my life. So asking yourself, well, why is that? What are they bringing, or what are you hoping or expecting, right, from the other people in your life that you think that you can't provide for yourself? Now, here's kind of the tricky part of this, right, is that when we put our energy into keeping, you know, other people happy so that they can bring us this sense of safety and security, and we see this a lot sometimes with women that, you know, you're in a marriage that you're not happy with, right? But you don't want to leave because then I might leave my safety and security, right? The problem is that if this person or this situation isn't meant to be in your life and you're already feeling it, I'm feeling disconnected, right? But you're not taking action on trying to either heal the situation or move on from the situation, then the universe will do something about it. The universe will take that person or that situation out of your life for you because they know that it's not what your heart is truly desiring. When you're feeling or having conflict in a relationship, and it's a continuous, not like one thing, it's kind of like a continuous unhappiness in a relationship, But you're spinning the plate really as much as you possibly can to keep that person in. That other person may have quit spinning any plates for you, right? And then what happens is that that person, that situation leaves. The thing is that then you're still going to have to go back to depending on yourself. So it's stepping into this energy of, okay, I'm not putting my time and energy into spinning plates, keeping other people in my life happy. What I have to do right now is step into this energy of making myself happy, of making myself feel safe and secure. This is your advice, to work on your root chakra. Once again, this could be coming back from some belief system that you have from childhood, a sense of trying to keep perhaps family members or really close friends super happy so that they're there for you when you need them, which is, part of relationships. But I feel like the message here is you're relying too much on expecting something, maybe not right now, but down the line from people in your family and friends, only spinning those so that they're there for you when you need them. But that is not the basis of a good relationship, right? It's about providing for yourself, stepping into this energy of, I can take care of myself. I can have enough, right? To take good care of myself and have some extra to go out with my girlfriends. This is the single lady card. She has enough, not just to live, but she has enough to thrive. It's not about surviving. You're coming from a mentality of, I can only survive, and I can only survive if I have these other people in my life. Understanding you can survive on your own, but not only can you survive, you can actually, move into a sense of thriving in your life. Because you have chaos and conflict. I feel like the universe is saying you're going to have more chaos and conflict in your life until you're willing to walk a little bit on this path of taking good care of yourself, of putting yourself first. And it does not mean that you have to leave the people in your life and that you're never generous to them or help them out in certain situations, right? But it is this energy of, I'm taking care of myself. Before I spend a lot of time spinning plates, trying to make you happy, I'm going to put some energy first into trying to make myself happy. Wow. And this, I think, is leading you into this life. Let's think about this. This is not about surviving. This is about thriving. It's about, oh my goodness. I bet for some of you, you have a lot of people in your life you're trying to keep happy. Keeping this, if you took back half of that energy and just spent it on what it is that you want for yourself, taking action on your own dreams. My goodness, you would have a lot of time probably that you could, Okay, so the Tower is coming up. This is about, using your intuition to bring balance into your life. The balance is, especially with all these chakras showing up, the balance you have imbalance in your life is about getting really clear about what the Queen of Swords is very clear about what she wants in her life and what she doesn't, where she's going. Perhaps, Capricorn, you haven't actually given yourself the chance to dream about what it is that you want in your life, because your whole thing is, I got to keep everybody happy. That's my focus, right? That's my dream. I just got to keep everybody happy so they're there for me when things go wrong. But that is kind of a mentality that will keep you small and also kind of keep you attached to people that you don't know what they're going to do. They have free will. They don't have to come in and rescue you, So the Queen of Swords is very focused on what she wants, on what you want for yourself, right? And then she cuts out that's not for you. She cuts out the things that are not on that plan. Understanding, once again, you don't necessarily have to cut out the person, but you can cut out the amount that you're giving in a relationship. So you're looking at it very clearly. Now, if you don't step into this energy, starting to put the focus on you and what it is that you want and taking action on it, right? The Tower comes in. It's going to take out some of those things in your life. You'll start seeing some of these plates are going to start crashing anyway, because the universe will make room for the things that you really want in your life, where your purpose is, what your soul is calling you to do, the faraway places that you are meant to visit. It will allow you to step into your energy of being the Nine of Pentacles, of having the opportunity to step into this. So I feel like this is really kind of an energy of knowing it's time for you to go on a new path. You know, what does that path look like? What is your 10 of Cups? What is it that you would like? Maybe in 2023, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. What is that? And getting really focused, saying, I'm focusing on that. And I'd love to help you with that. But guess what? I don't have time, it took me some time myself to carve out time to take some classes. Like I want to take pottery class and I take an improv class, right? But to carve out that time, I did have to cut out some other things that, in the end, it wasn't, like a relationship or anything. It was just like, I need to make more time for this. So I need that time. Where am I going to find that time? Oh, I can eliminate this, whatever, and have that time to take the classes that, or do the things, or create the dream life that I want for myself. Really interesting. I think lately there's been a lot of messages coming out about, you're in charge of your own happiness. These people that you're spinning plates for, they're not in charge of your happiness. So it's kind of like, yeah, your happiness lies in your own hands. And that's kind of a scary thought, I know. But at the same time, it's kind of like, okay. And Capricorn, I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd be honored to do a reading for you. All right, positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts and beliefs, attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. Okay, so here's the thing that I got, the message I got when I was doing that. The plates, spinning the plates. So if your mentality is, I have to keep these plates going, keep these people happy for when things may go wrong in my life, right? Whether now or, 20 years from now, whatever, right? I have to keep them happy in case or when something bad happens and I need them. Okay, guess what? You're manifesting the bad thing happening. So it's about, oh my goodness, I know that I can trust. It's all about trusting yourself to provide the safety and security you need, but then also stepping into an energy of knowing the right people will be there for me when I need them. Understanding the universe will bring in the good Samaritan or the friend or the neighbor or somebody to step in if you do need somebody, right? Because it's an energy. Think of all the energy, and really honestly, it's a mountain, I feel, of energy that you're putting into these other plates that you're spinning. But you have no idea what's going to happen to those people on their path or where they may go, right? You can't control that. So you're putting too much time and energy into trying to hold people in close to you so that you feel safe. But the truth is, you have that already within yourself. So I'm going to leave it there. Wow, what a powerful message, Capricorn. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.